Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Kingsley, and today I bring you a very important topic in Excel, a highly debated one. Do you know that in the world of data analytics, that over 80% of the dashboards are not really being used because they've not been adopted or they're not being adopted by the supposed end user. And this is mostly because these dashboards are not really usable. Some are not even interactive, and most of them could have enough visual, like 4 to 6, or and even very interactive, but they do not really tell the right story. Some do all of these things, but they are not visually aesthetic. Today, I'm going to walk you through on how to use a very important tool in dashboarding in Excel, and that is Slicer. So slicers in Excel help you to filter across categories, region, even timelines and dates. Now, a lot of persons just pick it up and use the preset that Excel provided for us. Meanwhile, you can do a lot more than that. And that is what I'm going to show you how to do. I'm going to walk you from how to transform in a slicer from days to days in Excel within a few minutes. And let's go in there and do it. Here I am with my simple pivot table that I built here. And you can see the fields in this field list. There are just a few of them. I have picked the subcategory and the cells, and I've been able to make this fanciful and very interesting visuals with bar charts. And now you can see so easily that at a glance, you notice that accessories made the most sales of 6.3 million. All right. So now let's go. This is so nice. It tells a very nice story so easily, but we can actually go deeper and try to understand how this our dashboard performs across things like region, time, and even the category. So today we're going to use region. Now, to add sliders to this, I could just come here, right click on the region and pick up add a slicer, or I can go to pivot chart analyzer and pick up a slicer. So let's do it from here. Insert slicer, and from here you can see all the fields. So all I want is the region, and here we have it. So the region has 4 regions: east, north, south, and west. So let's go and do it. With this is what Excel gives to you by default. This blue with white background, and when I hover it, I have yellow, a shade of yellow. And you notice when I click out, you notice we also have this border around. Now this is enough for people who want to keep it simple, but if you really want to make your work visually aesthetic, appealing, and even easy to use, so as to give attention to where it belongs, this is what we're going to do. Make this slicer better. By default, you have all this given to you. Let me drag this down. Given to you by Excel. That's the default one. You can see it selected here. If you want to go to the darker one, you can go to the darker one. All right. So, but when I right click on this, try to modify this. I can't. The much I can do is to duplicate, set it as a default, or add to the gallery on my quick access toolbar. So, but when you check up here, I have one that I had made. When I click on it, and I can delete and I can modify, I can delete and I can modify it. So today, let us quickly go in and create a new one. And to create a new one, we come in here, add a new slicer. And when you look at it, you notice we have the slicer name. So I'll give it a name as analytics one, something like that. And we have the whole slicer, the entire slicer. Formatting, we have the head, we have when it is selected with data, when it is unselected, and then we have the hover. To be able to achieve what you want to, you need to work on all the category, all the parts that make up the slicer. So let's quickly do this. Okay, so we are on the whole body. On the whole body, I wanted to take the color of the background so that it will be as if it is transparent. On its own, while it is selected, when we come here, you will notice that When you choose no color, it tends to affect everything. So what I usually do is I go to fill and I'll pick this background and that's this one. And I am happy with that. But when I go to border, I am not interested in any border. So I'll click no border. Yep. So that is selected and I am happy. So I am done with this and you can see it is bold now. Next, I will go to head. So the header, I will still maintain this background so that it would still look like it is transparent. So let's move on. On my border, I don't want that. And here I want, on the fill, I want this. And I'm happy. All right, so this is sorted. We can also format the header text. So in other words, I can come in here and go to fonts. Now the color is, I could pick up this color. That's what I want, and it will still be there. So we're happy with that. Now let's go to when the data is selected. When it's selected, what I want is a very nice on the border. I want to keep it on the font. I want to keep it automatic, which will always pick up like black, or when it is really dark, it pick up white. So let's come into fill, which is where I pay more attention to. All right, on the field, I want a color I already have in mind, which is this. So I'm happy with this color on the field when it is selected. And on the border, I don't want anything. Okay, because most of the things I want to do is to take away border, and I'm going to go here. I don't want anything on the border. Come here, I want the same color. It doesn't retain a custom color, you can see. So that's why we just keep pasting it. All right. So now I'm done with this too. Now, when unselected, what happens? Let's go in there. When unselected, we could pick something darker. All right. So you can also add some pattern if you want. Now, when it's not selected, let's pick up darker shade. This is what we have. And I think I am happy with that. But then I will want the font to be white because we have a darker shade there. The font should be white. Okay, and this I will do the same thing, and the font should be white. I don't want border. I don't want the color should be darker. So I didn't work on the border for this, so need to take away the border. Good. So now we're done with selected and unselected. Let's work on the hover. I will just keep the hover consistent with a light color. So I will go in here on the fill. I'll come in here and give it this light color here. Okay. And on the border, I don't want anything. Let's keep the fill the font the way it is, and I will do it. I'm not going to waste your time. I'll quickly do the same, apply the same formatting on the first over to all of them. So let me quickly do that. All right, so we're done with this. So the next thing to do is to click OK. And when we do that, you notice this is not showing anywhere. It doesn't look like I have done anything. Now, to see what we have done, first I want to copy and paste this, create a copy of this. This is where we started, and this is where we want to apply our custom work, our custom slicer. So let's go in. This, I will hover here to know the one I want. So this is analytics, and this is the King's analytics. They look alike, but the name will differentiate them. So this is what I want, and you see what I have here. Very nice and interesting. Now, when not selected, you notice this is black, but I would prefer it to be kind of white. So I can come in here, quickly modify it, go to the font, and yeah, when they are all usually automatically selected. So let's go to selected and pick it up. All right. So when selected, let's give it that white color. Okay. So I'm happy with this and this. I am happy with this. Okay. So All right, now we have it. You can also decide to make it bold if you want. Now, this is what we have from here to this point. So I'm going to click out for you to see. Now, see how interesting it looks, but this looks awkward to me, having this header here. So all I need to do is to now click on it and move to slicer, go to slicer settings. And on the slicer setting, I can change the header name or completely remove the header, which I want to do. And I am happy with this. Now notice how this looks. It looks more like a web UI button than this looks. So you see how we moved from here up to this amazing work. And when I select it, you see what it's giving me. When I select more, I can see the amazing work of art we have created. And this is just the beginning, guys. You can do a whole lot more with your work. Customize this slicer to suit your company's brand or your business brand. And here is the end of this little piece of work. You see how we move it from this point up to this point, and I challenge you to do more. And if you feel that I could do it better than this, please let's discuss it in our comment section. Let's discuss, is there a better way you would have done it, you would have wanted us to do it? Let's talk about it in the comment section. And if you found value in this video, please consider giving this video a thumbs up. If you've not subscribed, please join this growing family of amazing subscribers by clicking that subscribe button and share this video to your friends. And until I see you again, keep analyzing.